we'll ask. That's perfect. Appreciate it.
You
And
bet.
really, since it's, since this is your time too, you can get started whenever you're ready. So,
No worries. Yeah, if you see my mouse jumping up, I'll be watching, just letting people in that are joining. But yeah, well, we'll just get jumping in. I know there's a bunch of people on here. For all of you listening, if you have any questions as I'm going through this, please feel free to unmute. Have a dialogue. This does not have to just be Mo talking and having a monologue. The goal is just to get you orientated with the platform. And for those of you, this is your first time, great. We'll give you some high level tips. For those of you that maybe you've been in here and we get to a spot that you're like, oh, I wish I could get a little bit deeper on that. Again, I keep it pretty informal, so feel free to jump in and interject wherever you need. So to start off, I know Wayne, you had just mentioned everybody kind of knows how to get in and everything. This is the main dashboard. Most of you have probably seen this. You're going to access this directly through Leverage. And so when you log in, what I'm looking at right now, this might look a little bit different to most of you. And that's because I'm in at the company level. So when you log in, as you probably already know, you're going to see your own account, right? So this will be showing stats for your new listings, your listings that are shared, not for the brokerage level, okay? On here, you can see some different analytics. You can expand these if you'd like to, and view some other ones. Down below, there's kind of these three main sections. First one here is what's new. This is something that we started this year. Once a quarter, Videobuzz makes a new platform release, okay? And so we're always kind of adding some cool new fun features to it. If you're ever curious about that, maybe it's been a minute, since you were in here, you can click on this at any time, and this will walk you through. You just keep clicking next. Whatever the new features are that we just most recently launched. So again, not super necessary, but if you're ever curious, about some of the new things or different things that you can do from within here, you can always click and go through these. This is kind of a cool one. Now we have where you can share office listings or company listings instead of just your own. So a lot of good stuff always packed into here. Getting started. If you have not done anything in Videobuzz, this kind of gives you a quick little checklist. Hey, make sure you connect Facebook, connect your other social media accounts that you might like to share to, set up some automations. This will just help the platform get going for you. And the last thing here is a hotspot where we make different announcements. Maybe there's a conference coming up, some specific new feature release, kind of keep tabs on the hotspot for any major announcements we've got. On the left-hand side, here's where all of our nav is. Now, if you've never ever logged in, I always recommend that you jump down to settings. And here is where you can quickly connect any of those social media accounts we were talking about. Okay, so you would just click on Facebook, click to connect your Facebook account. You'll log into Facebook. And now you know that you've at least got some things connected. Most of the power within Videobuzz for what you all are going to be using this for is setting this thing up to be automated for you, right? That is the absolute most magical thing, is that this is designed to be a set it and forget it platform. But in order for us to be able to do that work for you, we've got to make sure that you've at least connected whatever accounts you're wanting things shared to, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Now let me go ahead and let James in as well. With that being said, we're going to just kind of walk through these together. We'll jump down to listings. This is where one of the things Videobuzz does for all of ERA is we're the ones that produce all the listing videos. So these get automatically created for you. We go ahead and take all the information right out of Dash. So you go put your new listings into the MLS. They then sync that with Dash, and that's where we then grab our info, okay? Couple of quick notes here, just as an FYI, because we get asked these questions. How often do we sync these? Videobuzz syncs with Dash every day, every 4 hours. Okay, so 6 times a day, we go out, we're looking for updated information. There are some times where it still might take 24, we've seen on the high end 48 hours for the MLS to update Dash. Okay, so if there is a delay, just kind of know, usually it's within a 24-hour period. Sometimes it can take a little bit longer, but for the most part, Videobuzz is pretty quick. It looks like we got a couple more people jumping in. Pretty quick about making those updates for you. So you can see here all the different listing cards, and then some different options that we have on these cards. And so kind of just to give you the rundown of how this works, how it operates. Each of these is their very own listing. You can see here real quickly if this is active or if it is stuck in a draft mode, or let's see if there's any that doesn't look like there are. If there was an error, this will show error, right? And it'll be a red icon there. Down below, some different options. We have details and edit, analytics. You can share this now out to social media if you wanted to manually share this. You can delete this. You can get a branded version of the video or an unbranded version of the video. If you wanted to send this, back to your MLS or wherever it was that you wanted to share an unbranded version. And then down below here, you can see when this video was created and when it was last updated. So again, maybe this was created a month ago and you just had a price reduction. And so it will show you when the last updated date was right down below. Probably the most common question that we get, and a lot of this, you guys, I'll show you as well. We have tutorials for here under resources, but under details and edit, this is where, if you want to, and again, you do not have to, a lot of the magic here is that these get automatically created for you. However, if you had, maybe it was a higher end listing, or, for whatever reason, you wanted to go get a videographer or get some cool drone footage, or, maybe you have some different media that you couldn't upload into the MLS, right? The nice thing with Videobuzz is you can absolutely jump in here and you can add whatever type of media you want to your video. Okay, so if I click on that details and edit button, here you can see I can click and play this video. Make sure this is muted. If I just wanted to get a quick preview of what it is that the video is going to look like when it's posted, I can see all the different information. Again, all of this comes automatically through the MLS and Dash to us, so you don't have to worry about changing it here. But where you might want to change some things is right here under the scene editor and under the background music. These are two different options that we, again, automate for you, but you do have some creative liberty, to jump in here and change whatever you'd like. So you can click on Enter Scene Editor. This is where you'll be able to see all of the different scenes that came to us through the data, okay? Now, again, you don't have to mess with any of this, but you can if you'd like to. Here I could maybe make this one 10 seconds if I wanted to have that sit a little longer. Maybe I wanted to change the fade on this one, or add a sticker that says just listed and it would fly in a sticker here. Maybe I wanted this one in first position, right? So I can put that in first position, or I have the ability to click and I can add a scene. So again, if you got some drone footage, you had a videographer go out, you recorded anything, we have still photos, 360s, panoramas, full motion video, whatever it is you want to add, you can click to add a scene, browse right off of your computer, and then you can add whatever images or videos that you'd like. And those will then pop up. Okay. Be sure you click save and exit, and then that will save all of the changes that you just made there. Down below that is background music. Here we have some different audio tracks. This will randomize for you. So you do have the ability, let me jump back here. So you do have the ability to change these if you'd like, and you have the ability to preview these. So if you wanted to press play and preview that, you certainly can. What's nice about these audio tracks, for those of you that have maybe had this happen to you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These are all royalty free. These are all a part of the Google and Facebook libraries. And so when you send these videos out to Instagram, out to TikTok, Facebook, wherever, You don't have to worry about your video getting a copyright infringement, getting muted, or having your page get, banned or flagged. You do have the ability to upload your own music. Again, just kind of to note the copyright issue, we don't scour, the internet for is there a copyright on this or not, but Facebook, YouTube, all of those social media sites will. So please be sure if you do upload your own that you're using, an instrumental version or a karaoke version of something, just so that you don't run up against getting penalized. Okay. Down below, if I had made my scene changes and my music changes, I would just click to save and process. And this would then go ahead and produce a brand new version of this video in both branded and non-branded format with whatever changes I made. Okay, so super easy. I know, first time hearing this or seeing this, or as I'm navigating it, it can sound like there's quite a few steps. But right from listings, you're just going to click details and edit, jump in your scene editor or change your music, and then save and process, and away you go. You just added some new media to it. The other thing with this, just as an FYI, is again under resources, and we have a full tutorial. We actually have a bunch of tutorials here, but I'll just show you this one where you can see right here under listing videos. This will walk through and give you all the ins and outs of what all the different buttons do and some of the different features that are available to you right there. All right. Any questions so far on listings? Trying to watch the chat here. Feel free to either unmute and ask anything or throw stuff in the chat, and I'll be sure and jump up and make sure we can answer that. The last little piece to this is this add a listing button that everybody will see. If you ever wanted to create a listing video that is not yet active, so maybe you were going out to do the CMA and you want to take some photos and videos of, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson's house to show them what their home could look like if they listed with you, you can click on add a listing, and this will have you manually walk through, adding some images, putting in a price, putting in some property details, and you can then save and process that to be able to show them, what their own home would look like if it was branded with you, so kind of gives you another option here. Down below that, and we're going to jump over to automation, and we'll skip over studio. This is a pro feature. You'll notice some places throughout the system, which it's not a huge priority for today's call, but we do have a different pro version that you can upgrade to either at an agent or company level. So anywhere that you see the yellow, those are just the part of the pro feature, right? So we'll stick to what ERA covers for today. So under automation, this is really a complement to the listings as well as blending in client reviews. And we'll kind of cover both. So as I mentioned, the listing videos, when those get auto-created, that's awesome, right? If I don't have to lift a finger, stuff gets done for me. That's always a good thing. What's even better though, is that setting up automation, you can actually have all those listing videos not just get auto-created, but get automatically shared for you out to your social media pages, right? So this is where you can really start to create some uptick, get some good exposure, to the listings by clicking on listing lifecycle. This will now open up for you a couple different options, as you can see. So anytime that there's a new listing and anytime that you're hosting an open house, you have the ability to have these each time automatically showcased and shared out to your social pages for you. How you set this up, you're just going to click on whichever one of these that you would like. So we'll go ahead and click on just listed. And now this is going to bring me to a page that will show me my social media accounts, either Facebook or YouTube. Here I would choose my account. I would choose which page that I would want. If you had a different account, you can always jump down and click connect another account for either of these. Summary posting. So here you can see how many per day do you want? This is essentially a throttle, or a governor on, hey, I never want more than 1 per day to post, or I never want more than 10 per day to post. Totally up to you for how many per day. Off on the right-hand side, you can turn on and type here any type of a custom signature that you might have. And so we've seen lots of different things. Maybe it's your designations, maybe it's a saying, a certain motto or a quote, a verse, a Bible verse or something that people have used. Totally up to you, but if you have something that you're known for that you go by, you can turn on this custom signature, type it right here, and that will append to the bottom of all of your posts out on Facebook or YouTube or wherever. Lastly, here is an email confirmation. So our system will be happy to send you an email letting you know anytime that something was posted on your behalf, just so that you're never surprised, oh, I didn't realize that was posting out to Facebook today. So this will automatically share an email with you. Up top, if you want this turned on, please make sure that you click this as active and then press save. And then if you have this for Facebook and you turn this active and save, all of your new listings will now automatically post out to Facebook for you every time that there's a brand new listing. Okay, so again, it's designed to be a set it and forget it. You do this once, and then all your listings will get auto-created. All your listings will get automatically shared. Open houses works exactly the same. The one little caveat with the open houses, you can see that, the setup is identical. The caveat with open houses is you got to make sure that you're putting your open house day and time into the MLS. If you don't put in your open house days and times, then we don't have a way to get that from the data. If you were going to have one, like say Saturday at 1 p.m., we go ahead and we post these for you 24 hours prior to the start of the open house, right? So we would post it with open house branding, come see this open house, Saturday, 1 p.m., the address, all of that. We would post that 24 hours ahead of the open house. So not too early, obviously not after the open house, just kind of right in that sweet spot to engage with people. All right, so we'll jump back to automation. So that kind of covers listings and how you set up, the automation for your listings there. Oh, we got a few more people jumping in. The other piece to automation, the other half of that is your client reviews. Now, I don't know, and Wayne, you can school me here. I don't know if some companies do these, some don't. So feel free to stop me if I need to. But the client reviews, these are sent out not by Videobuzz. These are the testimonials or the client reviews. We'll just pull one of the offices up real quick and see that the brand sends out on your behalf post-transaction, right? So you get done, they send out to Wayne, hey, how was Mo as your realtor? Did you enjoy working with him? And then Wayne goes through and he fills out the sheet, on, yep, he was great. This is how I felt, about all the things. Those get turned then back into ERA. When those get turned back in, what Videobuzz does is we go and we look for two things. One, it has to be a 5-star review. So if it's less than 5 stars, we're not going to pull it in our system. You won't even see it here. Okay. 2, one of the options on the testimonial or on that review is asking your client, is it okay for your agent to use this review publicly? If they do not give you permission to use it publicly, we don't take it in either. Okay, it's just kind of a precautionary thing to make sure that you don't get in trouble, for using any public marketing that they didn't want you to. Okay, so 5-star reviews that were approved by your client, they're all going to jump in right here. This is a really cool way. Again, you're going to select Facebook, choose your account and your page. How do you want these to post? So you can have these post immediately. You can have them post automatically after 48 hours. So maybe you want a day or two just to preview everything, make sure it looks good. Or you can set these to require your approval every time, meaning you're going to have to manually come in and click approve in order for anything to happen. Okay. Email confirmations, same as with the automations for listings. If you would like for us to email you each time that one of these posts, turn that on. And then lastly, here off on the right-hand side, you can see all the different templates. So, maybe if you only wanted the white ones, you could save just the white ones. If you only wanted the blue ones, you could save just the blue ones. You know, maybe you only wanted the two that say applause. You know, you get the idea. So choose one of these, all of these, any number of these, click save, and then we'll randomize through those to be able to post all your reviews out to your Facebook page. Down below, if I click to see all, this will show me all my different reviews. Now, again, keep in mind, I'm logged in at the company level right now, so I'm going to see everybody. Where you logged in as you're going to see all of your personal reviews, okay? So this will show me the client name, when the review was received, if it's been posted to Facebook or not, and then I have some different action items off on the right-hand side. If this has been posted to Facebook, this will show me a little Facebook icon, and you can click on that. It will actually take me out to the Facebook post. So I could see, you know, how many times it was shared, liked, commented on, or what have you. The action buttons here, if you ever were curious, you can click on details, and this will show me exactly what was said. So this is, you know, what the consumer or the customer wrote. If you needed to, you'll notice how it says details and edit. If you needed to, you can tweak this or change this if you need to. The idea here is not that you delete it and write the best review ever about yourself, you know, although tempting, I'm sure. The idea is, you know, if there's some grammar, some punctuation, something like that that you wanted to take out, that you could make some minor edits, you know, just to make sure before it goes out to your professional page that things are nice and tidy. Approve, if you needed to approve this because you had it set to require your approval. If you wanted to post this right now out to Facebook, you can click post now. And lastly, here you can delete. One thing to note with the delete button, if you click delete here, it will also delete for you from your Facebook page. Okay, so we'll go ahead and remove it from Facebook as well. The main reason for this, we've actually had a few scenarios where somebody has had a great review, but it got posted and the client had actually passed away. And so the agent, you know, had said, hey, just due to being kind of sensitive for the family right now, we'd really like for this review to not be out on Facebook or on our page. So if you ever have something like that happen and you delete it here, it will also delete from your Facebook page. Okay. All right. So again, where you can find that is under automation and then under the client reviews. Follow-ups. This is another piece of what Videobuzz does. I'm not, again, positive if y'all are doing this or not, or exactly how the company does it. So feel free to interject, Wayne, if you'd like to. Essentially what this is, for those that don't know, this is a really cool follow-up program that ERA offers to you through Videobuzz. We're kind of the man behind the curtain that powers it, but this is all an ERA program, okay? What this consists of is anyone who you enroll that was one of your past clients. This is essentially some drip marketing throughout the year where they get 2 different USPS postcards each year, one in the spring, one in the fall. And then they get 10 different email campaigns. So about once a month, they get a nice little drip from you. As you can see, this is all branded to your company, looks and feels like you. I always like to just real quickly emphasize, those of you that have clients in this, and you already know this, if you haven't taken advantage of this yet, the ERA marketing team writes all of these. They just supply us the content. They do a phenomenal job, a really, really good job. The content is not spammy or gross, you know, where you feel like, I just got hit by Home Depot or something again, you know. It's coming from you. It looks and feels and sounds like it's coming from you. And it's very personalized, whether it's tips, tricks, different things that are relating to, maybe it's the market, maybe it's the season. They just do a really good job overall of the content here. We know that just based on the stats. So we've been running this program for about 8 years for ERA. We have sent out hundreds and hundreds of thousands of these emails, and we have a less than 1% unsubscribe rate over 8 years, which again, that's not a testament to Videobuzz. That's a testament to the way that ERA writes these. And I always like to just preface that so that I don't want my customers to think I'm, being gross or spamming them too much. It's really useful content that people seem to really engage with. So just FYI there. How do I enroll in this? There's a couple different ways, and this is where maybe Wayne, feel free to help direct. But if your company automatically does this, or you have admin people that do it, then maybe it's something that you haven't had to worry about. If this is for you to do at the agent level, I'll kind of show you how to do that. But this will show me on the buyer side how to enroll a property or to view my already enrolled properties. And then same over here, but on the seller side. Okay. So,
So,
buyer side,
Mo,
yeah, go ahead.
we just so everyone knows, we actually enroll the properties for the agent. The one thing is maybe you can mention the two options between 4 and 7 years. So we obviously do the free version that ERA provides all of our agents, but every property when it sells, the client is enrolled in this.
Awesome.
The option for the agent is to pay the additional fee and have it extended to 7 years. So so as long as they know, hey, they don't have to do it initially, but have the option to extend it, then you continue your chat. I just want to make sure everyone knows that
No,
we
that's
do
great info. Yeah, that's great info. So y'all are spoiled, is what Wayne's saying, right? No, so that's wonderful, right? In all sincerity. So it sounds like the company goes in, they're automatically making sure that you get enrolled in this. The nice thing about this program, as Wayne mentioned, ERA covers the cost of this for you 100% for the first 4 years, as long as you enroll your buyers within 30 days of the closing. Right? So doesn't sound like any of you have to worry about that. Where you might, want to worry, or maybe you're curious, is to view your already enrolled properties. Okay, so if you click on enrolled properties, here's where you'll be able to dive in and see. We'll just go ahead and choose one of these offices. This will automatically know which office you're in when you're logged in as you. But this will pull up now the different listing addresses, obviously my office, end date, and sold date, right? So this is when this property was sold. This is when the marketing campaigns will stop. So again, it goes for 4 years. So this will give me an end date. My plan type, recipient info. If you ever needed to edit, maybe Olivia got a new email and you wanted to edit her information to put in her updated email or phone number or whatever, you can certainly do that. You can unenroll them if you had to, or delete this. And as Wayne mentioned, we do have an option for an upgrade that will take this, instead of 4 years, this will take this to a 7-year program. Now, ERA covers the first 4 years because, again, we do this in such bulk. As you can see, for 3 more years, it only costs you $9. Not $9 a month or not $9 a year. It's $9 one time, and you can add 3 extra years of the postcards and all the emails for $9 one time. Okay, so, and how that works is, again, you would just jump into your enrolled properties, and then you would see the list. And if you just click on upgrade, it will then change this to 7-year, and you'll just put your credit card in, through the little Stripe portal, and it charges you $9. So really, really simple process there. If you're ever curious, I'm sure you've got somebody in the office that can help you out as well, or you can reach out to our support team. But yeah, this will show me, when the actual end date of all my marketing is. And you don't have to upgrade right away. I mean, you could wait until June 27th, and do it then if you wanted to. Let's see. Looks like, is there a deadline? Nope. Yeah, great question, Julia. So no.
You just answered. Sorry, Mel.
Yeah, perfect. We were on the same wavelength. No problem. No deadline at all. So I guess the deadline would be here, right? The 28th. So as long as you upgrade before it expires, it will just add the additional 3 years and keep them in the program. So All right. Let's see. So the other side to this is sellers. Sellers is a little bit different only because ERA doesn't comp this, right? So this is if you do have a seller that you would like to enroll, you can click on enroll. This will then, similar to how we just did the upgrade, and this will ask you for a payment. It still is relatively inexpensive. So we'll pull one up here just so you can see. These that say not eligible, please keep in mind the language can sometimes trip people up. This is just that it's not eligible for a free enrollment, right? Again, because ERA isn't going to cover it for you. It does not mean that you can't enroll it. So if you wanted to enroll it, you would click right here, click to enroll the selected property, and then this will pop up and just ask me. It's $3 a year, right? $12 for 4 years. I'd pay my $12, click to pay now, and now they would be enrolled. My seller would be enrolled. Makes sense, hopefully. So yeah, anyway, real easy way to navigate and kind of jump through that. Let me see. I think there was another chat. Yep. Okay, all good. Awesome. Okay, so lastly, kind of rounding things out, and then we'll open it up for whatever questions you guys have. Resources. This is a great section to kind of just help be a resource, if you will, for you. So you'll notice we have some different tutorials right here. We have a lot more in the fold because we just had a new release come out. So we've got a few more of these in the editing bay right now. If you ever have any questions though, and you like learning through a video, kind of a YouTube style tutorial, these are all 2 to 3 minutes. They're kind of short form, but it'll really walk you through each different section. If you had a question about the client reviews or about setting up social media automation, we have different ones on Studio for those of you that maybe upgraded to the Pro version. Lots of different options here. Our support team, the ERA help desk is great. We work with them literally every day. They know our platform for the most part in and out. And so if you ever, if you got a go-to person there or you like working with them, feel free, and they can reach out on your behalf to us. Or also feel free to fill this out. This support ticket will go directly to our customer support team. And so those guys sometimes can just field it a little bit quicker. If it has something to do with our system, you just go straight to the source. And so feel free to, fill this ticket out. The other option is live training. So if you ever wanted to schedule a training or to jump into, we're just starting back. I believe actually starting next week is going to be twice a month where we do ERA specific webinars, national webinars, right, through November. So if you ever wanted to jump on one of those, maybe you wait a few months and you wanted to jump down here and hop on one of the Zooms just to see what's new, that's always available to you as well. Okay. Users. This button, if any of you are following along right now, you'll notice that you probably don't see a users button. This is an admin feature. So if you are logged in and this is all branded to you, you're not going to see the different users where you can jump in and manage the different agents or see all the different office profiles. That again is only on the admin side of things. And then lastly here is settings. So under settings, I know we kind of kicked off with this. This is a great way to be able to jump in and connect your social media accounts if you haven't already. This also is where you're going to manage your email preferences. So you'll notice these different toggles. Some people love getting emails, as kind of system notifications. Some people don't. Totally up to you. So these are just simple toggles on or off, depending on, what notifications you want or don't want. Off on the right-hand side, this will show you, if you're logged in at the agent level, this will show you the ability to bump up to Pro. And then down below that, this will show you the different, what's included by corporate versus what do I get if I upgrade, and you can kind of scroll through these and see, some of the different options that you have if you were ever curious about the Pro version. So. And if you're ever curious about it and wanted to do a specific webinar on those features, there's some really cool stuff, packed into there. But again, the goal today isn't to, you know, to push that. It's just to kind of make sure you're acclimated, get some of these freebies turned on for you, because there's a lot the system can do, you know, that's already packed in. It literally costs you nothing, you know, costs you a little bit of setup time to connect Facebook and turn some things on. And other than that, you'll be rocking and rolling. So, all right. So with that being said, I am going to kind of pause for a minute and just see, you know, let's just do kind of a check-in, you know, Wayne, how anything that we didn't cover that you'd like to, or anything, anyone out there that you'd like to see us go a little deeper on, you know, want to be conscious of everybody's time. I know we schedule an hour, I usually try and stick to 40 or 45 minutes just for the sake of everybody, but happy to go through anything additional, or any questions that are out there.
I mean, I think it's great. I think you did an awesome job. I love just, you know, kind of just step by step in all the connections. So just one question I had. So if I set up the automation post to my Facebook, so let's say, for the open house, again, once it's set up, the only thing I need to do is if I put in the open, you know, on 123 Main Street, put an open house in for Saturday at 1, you're going to automatically find it, correct?
You got it. Yep. As long as the
So,
day and time are in the MLS, then we
okay,
fed
that's,
that. Yep.
and then of course the new listings, you know, again, just set it up. And then if you're, you know, every new listing will post, every open house would post by just taking 5 minutes to set it up.
Got
And
it.
then whatever happens in the MLS, you guys find.
You got it. Yep, exactly.
Cool.
One thing to note too, Wayne, and this is probably more of a you thing than all the agents, but when I'm logged in as myself and I click automation, this is going to set up all my new listings to my personal Facebook page, right? Here, I'm logged in at the brokerage level. So if you, I noticed you have a bunch of different offices, right? Just in jumping into the users. If you at the brokerage level, you turned this on, this will post all of the listings for all of the offices to whatever page that you would select here. Okay. If each of your offices has different Facebook pages, and I don't know if they do or not, some people, you know, just mark it differently. If you didn't want all the listings for all the offices to go to the same Facebook page, you can come into users, and here's where you can click office profiles. And now you can log in as any one of these specific offices and set up automation at the office level so you could connect their specific Facebook page. Does that make sense? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Like if Rocky River.
And actually, I had a question from one of our offices that she couldn't do it herself. So now I'll be able to log in and hopefully connect their
So,
Facebook.
yeah, so you know, if Rocky River had a different Facebook page than the Cincinnati office, you could log in as each of these individually, click on automation, and you'd be setting up Rocky River as an office to go to the Rocky River Facebook page, or Cincinnati to go to the Cincinnati Facebook page. So, and if when you're doing it, if you need some help, just ping me. We can hop on, and I'm happy to walk through it with you too. But that would be kind of the only difference, as you were saying, you know, about setting up automation as an agent, you know, logging in. Yes, I jump into automation, hit my new listings, hit my open houses, tell it which page I want those to go to, and boom. You know, the only thing I have to worry about from that point forward is putting in my open house dates.
Perfect.
Cool. Let's check.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Hi. So I'm a new agent. I don't have any listings, and maybe you touched on this already, but down in Florida, and most of my influences are in the Northeast. If I wanted to share an active listing to like my LinkedIn or my Facebook, am I able to do that?
Absolutely.
If it's not my listing?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's pull you up real quick, Tony, just so I can show you. I'm going to log in as you. We'll just give you let's see. All right. So here, if I'm logged in as you and I jump on listings, one of the things that you'll notice that's a little bit different with the listings logged in as an agent versus the company is you can see right here, it looks like your listings are being retrieved now. But this will show my listings or office listings. So if you don't have any listings right now, you're a new agent, you're between listings, whatever, you're buyer's agent, maybe you can click on office listings. This will now go and it will refresh. We need to get a little loading screen or something here. I think the guys are working on it because it takes maybe 10, 15 seconds. But this will now load all of the office listings. And so if you said, oh man, this Aqua Lane one, it'd be great to get a cross sale on that. I'm going to go ahead and share that. And so you could click share now. This will then open up for you the ability to choose Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever. You would just connect your account. You can type whatever you want. I'd love to show you this home and click on share now. And it will promote that video with all the listing comments out to your Facebook page for you.
I don't need permission from the listing agent to do that because it's in my office.
So the listing, the video itself will still show the listing agent's branding, the listing agent attributions. We have to still do that just based on realities of it, obviously. But yeah, it would post to your page, still being branded to the listing agent. But you would be able to type, you can change the typing here. You just can't edit any of the video, the price, features, anything like that.
Hey, Tony. It's
Hi.
Rebecca down here in Florida. To answer your question, a good idea is just let the agent know, say, hey, would you mind? It's good camaraderie with your fellow agent. You're welcome to use any of my listings at any point in time. I'm out of right choice, but it's a good camaraderie just to say, hey, buddy, can you help me out? I'm a new agent. Be happy to do so. But it's good just so if you plan on staying in the business, it's a good thing just to ask your buddy, hey, do you mind if I use your listings? Help me out.
Got it. Okay. Thanks, Rebecca.
You got it. Anytime.
Yeah, Tony, I was just going to say, like, yeah, we would, in like Rebecca said, if you reached out to her, 930 Aqua Lane's hers, like you can reach out and she'll say, okay, this one you can, or she might say, I don't care, you can make a little list and then you see Rebecca post a new listing, like, oh, I can share that because she said I could, I'm not sure anyone's going to say no, like, because you're just helping them sell it, but, definitely just a quick, a quick ask. Technically we own the listings, so, but like Rebecca said, it's nice to, for that ask and just, just make sure that, you're trying to help them, but quick ask is what we kind of want you to do. So.
Yep. Got it. Thanks, Wayne.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. So the under listings, you'll see that there, Tony, or anybody, who's wondering the same thing. My listings, office listings, just toggle that. And then you'll see, can't edit, or view analytics, all that, but you can share those different listings if needed. All right. Any other questions? Those are good ones.
Yeah, I have a question. It's Amber.
Hi.
I kind of came in a little bit late, but I just got kind of caught up and I'm looking through follow-ups and yeah, I don't see anything. So Wayne, you said that ERA automatically uploads them or enrolls them?
Yes.
For follow-ups.
For follow-up.
I don't see, like, it says no property available, and I've definitely had some people.
Okay.
So I'm just curious. Maybe I can tackle that with you later.
Yeah. I'll just make a note and check and kind of see what's up with that. I can definitely check.
Thank
Are
you.
you looking in your buyers, Amber, or in your sellers? Because sellers don't get uploaded.
It just says most recent. I don't know.
I'll walk over there. Hold on.
Be sure, Amber, that
I'll check as well. So
be sure you're looking in enrolled properties, not enroll a property. Because if
Yeah,
if
it's
they've already been
enrolled.
yeah, okay, perfect.
That's where you are. Mhm.
well, this has been great, Mo. I appreciate your time.
Oh, there it is.
You will you know, the video, we get a lot of folks that watch these videos, so I'm pretty sure you know, we might have questions as more folks watch it, but
No worries.
again, definitely appreciate your time, and it was great. So
Awesome. Well, I'm glad. I
Figured
appreciate
it out.
all of your
oh,
guys.
Yes.
perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm crossing you off my list.
Jeez, Wayne.
I appreciate everybody's time. You know, I know you guys have tons of stuff going on too. So when you do get in, if you do have questions, or Wayne, if anybody reaches out to you and you ever want to do one of these again, you just hit me up. I mean, we do these all the time, every week, super hands-on. So as you do have a need for it again, just let me know and we'll be happy to do it again.
Awesome. I appreciate it. And if you can, when you get the recording back, if you wouldn't mind sending me the link, I
I'd be
appreciate
happy
it.
to. Yeah, I'll send it to you through WeTransfer.com. I don't know if you ever
Awesome.
use that or not, but it's a good file sharing. Makes it super easy. So if you see an email from WeTransfer, it's not spam. That's me.
Perfect. Perfect. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time. And
All right. Sounds
yeah,
good.
take
Thanks,
care.
everyone. Take care. We'll see you.